Today is day 5 admitted, and if I start to use other things, then it's not gonna be possible to hide it anymore.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, because we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed.
It's the next day and I have my thingy in. I've received my first dose of corticosteroids, and I've done an hour-long MRI this morning, and I'm on some other medication called baclofen or something like that, which is supposed to help with my stiffness and spasms and pains that I'm having.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the second day admitted to the hospital. I came here last night around 6 o'clock. I am currently having the worst case of vertigo. I can't even see the camera. I feel like I think it's a combination of what I have done this morning as well as my medication, but sitting here snacking on some dried mango to entertain myself. So Caesar said that he and the kids are gonna come and visit me in about 20 minutes. So I think I want to go and try and freshen up a little bit in the bathroom so I won't scare the kids. But I wanted to give you guys an update of what's happened so far. So long story short, yesterday I had my eye specialist appointment to go and do some a standard eye test to see what's happening with my vision after my last episode of optic neuritis. And I've done the test, and there was a few doctors involved because they didn't know. I realized quite quickly that they were putting a lot of attention on me, and I was like, But they told me, Frank, like, the results of your tests are coming back really, really bad. And I was like, oh. And they said, yeah, we don't really want to let you go, but we can't get a hold of your neurologist, so we're gonna have to let you go and call you as soon as there is a bed available, because we want to admit you straight away and start you on steroids, because we are convinced that you're having a relapse. And I was shocked in one sense, because I was there on Monday, just 2 days before, in the emergency room, because I thought I was suffering a relapse, because I had so many other symptoms, not even putting attention on my eyes myself. So I think this was a blessing in disguise, that they could see that something was wrong on the tests, and therefore they were able to get me in here. And I've spoken to a few doctors, and I feel like I've gained some new information from being here this time, and I think that this is it's a blessing in disguise, because I have a few things that I'm gonna do when I get out of here, to see if it could help my situation. But enough about that now. So what they did was they admitted me last night at 6 o'clock. I thought I was gonna start steroids straight away, but we ended up waiting until this morning for some reason. They gave me a medicine called biclofenac, I think it's called. I'm gonna just make sure that I'm saying that properly. Baclofenac maybe, I don't know. In Spanish it's baclofenac. So it's to help with stiffness and stiffness and cramps, suffering, or like that you suffer from when you have a lesion in the medulla, like in the neck, which is what I have. And I have to say that this medicine, although I'm still in a lot of pain that does not seem to go away whatever I do, I feel like I can move my head a little bit more easy. Today I've had 2 of those, one last night and one this morning. It makes me a bit drowsy, and I did end up sleeping most part of the day by now, but it's relaxing the muscles a little bit, and it's helping me turn my head. So that's a positive, and I think it's the first time I have any positive reaction to any of those kinds of medications. So I'm definitely memorizing that name for future reference, that maybe I want to take it again. But I've also received my cannula, and I've had my first dose of steroids, corticoid steroids, this morning, and I will be receiving my next dose later on today or in this evening, not sure quite what time. And I'm suffering a few of the side effects. I'm having metallic taste in my mouth, I'm having a headache, but that could be of multiple reasons. I have increased appetite, I want to eat a lot. I'm having mood swings, like I go in and out of having an anxiety attack, depression, like crying and feeling like my life is over, to feeling quite okay. And I know that that's a common side effect that I always get. Like I always get that side effect when I'm on steroids. Same thing happens with my infusions, my Ocrevus infusions, when I get some corticoid steroids before starting. Like the following 2 days, I'm like the Tasmanian devil at home, and I've told Caesar, like, please don't piss me off because I can't control my feelings, which is just a little bit funny when you think about it, but it's not so funny when you're in it. I mean, I'm not enjoying that whatsoever. But hoping that we're gonna be able to clear up my vision. I can feel it getting worse. It's not supposed to get worse, but I think that maybe the vision is not getting worse, but my vertigo is getting intense. Because I had my MRI as well this morning, and I was in the tube for 1 hour or a little bit more, 1 hour and something. They did an MRI of my brain, my optic nerve, my neck and my spine, and they did it with and without contrast. So it took a long time. I had to press the panic button twice because it was so painful, and because I can't lay on my back. If I lay flat on my back, my limbs fall asleep, and I start to feel so intense pain throughout my body. So like my arms, my spine, my neck, my head, even having pressure on the back of my head provokes vertigo, and that's what I'm feeling now, I think. So I'm being lied down too long. So now I'm sitting here in one of our plastic chairs for visitors to just try and like change my position around and not get stuck in bed all the time. But like I said, Caesar and the kids are gonna come and visit me. I'm not sure how many days I will be in here. He told me this morning between 5 and 7 days. I did not tell Caesar and I did not tell my mom, because I think that would just overwhelm them, and I don't want to bring more stress to the situation. So we're gonna take it day by day, and I don't want to be in here for that long. I think 1, 2, 3 days tops is like what I can handle. And then I start to get really depressed. So I just told Caesar that we have to take it day by day, and I don't want to focus on what's gonna happen later on. I want to focus on here and now, because if not, I will go crazy. And he was like, okay. So yeah, that's my little update for this morning. This was really hard, but the nurses and the doctors have been very friendly. I feel very well taken care of in that sense. A bit lonely. I miss my dad. He will come next week to visit, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys here for now. They're coming. Okay. Coming. Pero no me das un abrazo.
Ven a dar un beso a mami.
Es un rinoceronte.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
I'm very busy.
tenía como problemas para hacer caca, tenía como estreñimiento.
Yeah. Have you drink water today?
Quiero baño.
How do you feel that?
Ahí está el baño, hija.
¡Wow!
Okay,
¡Qué chulada!
Qué chulada.
Sí, es como un hotel.
Mira, mami, ¿este botón es para encender la luz?
Sí, pues úsalo.
¡Wow!
¿Qué? ¿En serio no te vas a ir hoy a casa?
No.
¿No?
Mami.
¿Te han dicho algo ya de cuándo?
I need to help them.
It's day 3 in the hospital. I've been 2 days with treatment. I've had a shower this morning, but when I was brushing my teeth, I noticed that I have lost feeling as well in my mouth, and it's something that's like I can't really feel inside. If I touch with my fingers and tongue, it's like this part of my mouth is now sleeping, and I'm starting to feel it on the top a tiny bit too. A little bit weird. So I've called for the doctor and we shall see what they say, but it's never a good sign when you're on steroids that your symptoms are getting worse, I think. So we shall see what they say. Fingers crossed. Good morning, friends. A little bit different appearance from the last time you saw me. Having a reaction to my medicine, as you can see. I don't feel very pretty anymore. Today is day 5 admitted. I've had a shower, which was very necessary, but it was an ordeal because I had to shower myself and all of these things, like I need to cover, so I put a plastic garbage bag all around and we taped it, but I managed to destroy a little bit of the tape here, so I've just added myself some tape because I feel like when this is hanging around loose, it just yanks out from my veins. And I'm a little bit frustrated about having to change it every day because it's so painful, and they're telling me that my veins break so easily, so every time I get a new dose of the corticoid, the steroids, I have to first get a new IV. So I have had one here, which was the first one I showed you, and it broke. You can't really tell because I'm recovering from this one, but that's the mark of the first one, and this whole area was just bright red. You can tell maybe a little bit, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but it's very sore to the touch. So all of this was like red and swollen, and we had to change it for the other arm, and that one broke, so, and it started to bleed quite severely, so now I'm having to deal with the aftermath of yesterday's IV that went in here and broke my vein in multiple places, and it's left me all blue and sore. So now we are back to the first hand, and I'm having it more higher up, so it's going in here at the moment, but I'm feeling pain all throughout my hand and down my arm. But maybe I should tell the doctor about this because I think I'm having a reaction to the back of it today. I don't even have toilet paper today. Like, you can tell when it's the weekend and it's not so much stuff because, I mean, the basics even. Like, I've asked for toilet paper since I woke up this morning, and they're keeping, like, running in here with not toilet paper, just other things, and I'm like, Jesus, how difficult could it be? But I don't really want to leave my room to go to a visitor's bathroom because I feel too much unstable. I don't want to fall in the hallway, and I don't really want to leave my room unsupervised because other patients are now walking the corridors because there's not so many staff. And I saw one little suspicious woman walking around looking into other people's
rooms, and I don't want to repeat what happened a couple of years back, or like a year back, when I had somebody come in and search my room and looking for drugs and touching me when I was unable to move. Like, that was freaky. That was in the observation room as well. My goodness me. But yeah, it's Sunday today, so I'm still waiting for my MRI results that we did on Thursday. I asked the doctor on Friday when I was gonna get the results, and he was like, if it's not today, on Monday. And I'm still waiting for my results. So the doctors are not working Saturday, Sunday. I just have a nurse, which is very frustrating. But anyway, my medicine is supposed to be over the course of 5 to 7 days. So in that sense, it won't make a huge difference. It's just when you sit here so many hours, you want to get some information. To be fair, this is not painful or anything. It's just warm. Like, I look worse than I feel. My face is very swollen and very warm, and this is very like, oh my god. My body is also red. I look like I have a nice tan, but I promise you I don't. It's actually the medication. The baclofen I'm taking still 3 times a day. I'm getting the corticosteroids 1 time a day now, around 4 o'clock, and my muscle relaxants to help with my spasms. That was the word I couldn't find in my last video. I said cramp, but it's called spasm. So it helps from stiffness and spasm, and it actually works. I've heard mixed reviews of this medicine, but I've tried many muscle relaxants. And from my personal opinion, this one is the one I like the best. I do get tired, but I don't feel as drunk as I did with the other ones. But I could sleep all day. That's why I'm sitting now, because I'm starting to have so much pain throughout my body because I'm not moving it. My mom told me last night when I'm in bed, she said if you can, try to do like bicycle moves with your legs when you're in bed to get like the blood flow going. So I did that before bed. But my arms and my back and my neck is very, very painful. Just want to get out of here, and Hector is not feeling the best. He had an allergic reaction on Friday and he's been vomiting ever since. I feel very guilty. I feel like mom guilt gets pushed to the roof when you're in here, especially when your kids are ill. And I was speaking to some other ladies who were texting me, and they were sharing their stories with me, and I'm very glad when they do, because I feel like there are other people out there not that's dealing with the same thing. And there was this one lady, she said that she has 2 or 3 kids, and she never told her kids about her illness. And she said that one of them is about to turn, I think she said 18, 17 maybe, I'm not sure. And I just found that so overwhelming, to have to hide how you're feeling for such a long time. And I told her, I think that if you were to tell your kids now, what they probably would say is, oh mom, why did you feel like you had to do that? Or like, we already knew something was going on. Or, I don't think that they would be angry with her for being ill. I think they would rather feel frustration over the fact that she had to carry it on her shoulders for so long by herself. And that's what I told her. I think she appreciated that. I feel a lot of people are tuning in to look in what I'm doing. I'm posting a little bit on social media, but it's like only to keep my family updated and for people in my situation. But obviously my friends and following are watching me in here. And I can tell I can't tell, but I can like try and read between the lines, and I can see like who are looking in because they are curious, and then there are other people who actually care. And then there are people who want to care, but they're, I don't know what's going on, they are prioritizing other things. I just think that situations like this show the true colors of people, and I know what it's like to be a good friend, and I know what I do for my friends, and I can see what people are doing for me, and it's very enlightening to see who cares and what they say when they reach out. I know it's impossible to ask of somebody who has no clue what it's like to deal with what I'm dealing with, to like, when they try to say something, I know that it's because of, you know, they want well, like they're trying to be encouraging, they're trying to make you feel better. And I obviously appreciate that, so I'm not saying anything negative about that, but then there will be them people who will have opinions and stuff, and it's like, I don't really need your opinions now. If you want to say something, say, oh gosh, I'm sorry, this sucks, or that must suck really bad, or like, I don't like to see you this way, or like whatever. But the things that don't really sit well when you're in here is like, oh, you should be doing this, or what if you try that, or I heard about this person, she got cured from this supplement, and I'm like, first of all, there is no cure, so don't sit there and try and convince me that your aunt got well from eating a supplement that you want to sell to me. I'm not in the mood. Okay, I'm not in the mood. Thank you, but no thank you. Don't you think I'm ready into all of that already? Anyway, and then there are those who are like, oh, you're such a fighter, you're so strong, and I don't know how you can be so strong. And it's like, okay, thank you, but I have no choice. What do you want me to do? Roll over and die? No, I have 2 kids, I just have to keep going, I have no choice. And that pisses me off, like, I have no choice. Imagine if I had a choice. How great would that be? No. Anyway. The mood swings are very intense. Anyway. Oh, everything's tense. Oh, I hope you guys are doing well. I love all of you and I appreciate all of you. And I never want you to feel alone. And I never want you to feel that you can't reach out. Reach out. If I'm not answering, it's because I'm dealing with a lot at the moment. It's not because I'm ignoring you or you said the wrong thing. I usually answer everyone, even though sometimes I get annoyed depending on people saying, like, I do appreciate that you reach out, so don't get me wrong. But yeah, I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to have more of an update of what's like actually gonna happen now. But I love you so much. Bye. Kind of wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been doing since I've been in here. And one of the things that I've done is that I'm trying to be, you can't even see me now. Frustration. Been trying to be a little bit proactive to what I can do to help myself with my symptoms when I get back into the real life. And one of the things that my goodness, just getting more red. One of the things that I seeked help for on Monday was the fact that my arms stopped working. So I have a wrist drop that is quite severe at the moment on both of my arms, and I get symptoms similar to like carpal tunnel syndrome and various other things when I'm at work, and I'm not able to do my job properly because I can't finish an email, or I can't write or whatever. So I ordered myself a couple of wrist braces, and they came while I was in the hospital, so I thought that was quite suitable. So I got it from this brand, Cure Care. I just found it on Amazon. It has 3 different colors. I just took the more neutral one. I took the gray one. And what I liked about it was that it's for arthritis, tendonitis, wrist pain and carpal tunnel, and it's supposed to give you that support so you can hold up your hands for longer without having to do much effort. And I do like them. I've tried them, but I haven't been able to wear them, obviously, because I have all these things attached. But I felt like the material was very comfortable. It's very soft, and you can choose between like metal things that you put in here to stabilize, or if you can open it, you can change to these things, which are a little bit more like bendy, so you have a little bit of flexibility on your top part of the wrist, and then you have the metal part underneath that supports you from underneath, so that will keep the hand in this position. And then you can choose on top if you want it a little bit more flexible or not. And I got one for the left and I got one for the right hand as well, because some days I feel like I need support on both sides, and other days I feel like it's enough with just one hand, and then sometimes I feel like it's enough just while I'm on my computer or things like that. And then I don't know why, but I felt like there was this stigma. I want to balance you on something. You're on my knees now. I felt like there is a stigma or like a taboo around getting help or like support for your body. Like, I'm dealing with so many daily symptoms and I still want to do all of my things, but I feel like I can't do them because my body won't let me. So if I can find little things like that that can help me, why shouldn't I not use them? Why should I be too proud to use them? They are there for a reason. And one of the things that I've bought, I'm too scared of talking about. I received it yesterday in the mail at home, but I haven't opened the package. It's still at home. I need Caesar to bring it to me. But like, I'm gonna share with you what I bought, but I'm not gonna tell you today because I'm not ready for it. But I'm a little bit afraid of what people are gonna say. I'm a little bit like, I'm trying to get out of that headspace where I'm worried about what other people think. But that's really, really hard. Because I'm really good at hiding what I feel. And I'm really good at hiding my struggles. So if I put something like this on, it's going to be evident to everyone that I have problems. And if I start to use other things, then it's not going to be possible to hide it anymore. But then again, what's more important? That I keep up the appearance and pretend that I'm fine when I'm not, or I take help and maybe be able to live my life a little bit more easier and still do my things. So that's where I am. And then I'm waiting for something very, very special. I had a little breakdown, I think it was day 3, where I just completely emotionally, spiritually, everything, I just broke down. in the hospital. Like I couldn't stop crying. I was in that bathroom, I don't know for how long, and I was just crying and feeling like I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and I feel like I have not enough support when I'm here. Like I have support at home. My mom is taking care of the kids, and Caesar is out working and getting money for us, and when he's not, he's taking care of the kids. But I don't have anyone like here for me. I wish that he could be here. I don't know. Just next to me and make me feel better. But because we have the 2 little ones at home, it's like more important that he's there. That's obviously my choice too, but you know, sometimes it's just, you just need that person to hold your hand. And I was just feeling very lonely, and I was just feeling very defeated, and like I felt I was struggling with just keeping my, I don't know, I don't know, needed to hold somebody's hand. I'm gonna stop crying on this camera because it's so frustrating to always come on here and cry. But thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon.